Hey guys, what's going on? It's Melanisha with Just Homesteading. I did a quick harvest after I got home from work today, and I have something really exciting to show you. But it's like 7:30ish, I think, right now. It's actually pretty cool out, a little humid. I got stung by a bee today, so I haven't gotten around to cutting my grass. And as I was walking through the garden, and harvesting, my garden is full of clover, so there's always lots of bees on the ground. So I think, and I have kind of like a flare pant on today, flare or pants with flare on them, whatever. So I think I must have like stepped really close to a bee and it just flew up my pants leg. Luckily, it stopped at the calf, and after it stung me, I'm like, oh, what's that? And like I roll my pants leg up and the bee comes flying out. So my exciting story for the day. My leg feels fine now, but I do need to mow the garden, and because there's plenty of clover in the rest of the yard. But anyway, let me show you my harvest really quick. And the one thing I'm really, really excited about, and I'll have to turn the camera around too, but look at this. So this is, and actually I should have checked before I turned my camera on. It's either, can you see that? A Kukuzi squash or a Rampicante. I'm not sure. I have to check to see if I started both of those this year or one of the two. So it actually, so this has to be eaten now. This can't be stored. I couldn't leave it on the vine because it got so long that it ran out of space, and that's why the bottom was getting so big, because it didn't have anywhere else to go. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you can actually see how long this thing is. But it's so cool. I attempted to grow, if this is a Kukuzi, I attempted to grow this last year, and was unsuccessful. So super excited. I haven't seen it. The other ones aren't getting pollinated, so I'm going to have to go over there and hand pollinate. I'm hoping I can get a few more that are higher up on the trellis, and then I can leave them on there long enough to where I can actually store them in my root cellar. So I see a small butternut squash out there, a spaghetti squash. So some exciting things when I do my next garden tour. The garden looks a lot different now, especially with all of the onions gone. But let me turn my camera around so you can see what else I harvested today. So I found a potato that I missed. My cucumbers are not doing good this year. They didn't do good last year. And I think this is a combination of inconsistent watering, although I do water every day if it doesn't rain, and or pollination. So I will likely have to get pickling cucumbers from one of the local farmers so that I can make a batch of pickles this year. I was thinking this was a patty pan. It's been this size for days, so I'm thinking there was a pollination issue, because this should have been growing and growing, but it's been the same size. But it might actually be, I planted something else, and I have a bigger one growing up at the top of the garden, and I think it's a Gilberti squash. So that might be what this is, or it could be a patty pan. I'm not sure. There's no tag. Zucchinis are coming in like crazy. I made my first batch of zucchini muffins this past weekend, and then I also froze six 1 gallon bags. So each bag has 4 cups in it, because I always do double the recipe, so that way we can have zucchini bread in the winter time. So we ran out last year, so I have to put a lot more shredded zucchini in the freezer. Cauliflower, I think there might be one more out there. And so I have been bringing, so every day I've been like checking my onions and seeing, and you can see, I mean, some of these are still a little green, but with the heat and the humidity, I am starting to lose a couple here and there. So, you know, once the green part in the roots are mostly dry, I am cutting them and bringing them in the house and putting them down in the root cellar. And today I picked a bushel basket full, so to carry these in the house down to the root cellar. And let me show you the rack so you can see what I have left. So here's the rack, and I have to bring out my blower to get up all these onion parts, but there's still a good amount of onions on here, and there's some up top too. I'm not gonna get on the ladder, but we still have a lot more that need to come inside. And there's the Cucuzzi or Rampicante, I don't know. But either way, it's beautiful, and I can't wait to see what it tastes like. And from everything that I've read and seen, you know, the long part here is seed free, and all of the seeds will be down in this bulb part. So curious to see what this tastes like. I'm hoping we like it because I do have these planted in a few different spots in the garden. That's it for today. Again, just a quick video to let you know what I have going on. And I know I always say it's going to be a quick video, and then I just ramble on and on and on. I'm not going to do that today. I actually have dinner on the stove, using up the veggies from the garden. We have lots of potatoes to use up since they're not going to store well. But I think overall the garden season is going well. You know, I'll have to make some changes next year, but for right now, things are going pretty good. So, yeah, let me know what you're harvesting in your garden right now. I know some of you aren't in the same zone as me. I'm in zone 6B. So I only have, I think my first frost date is sometime in October, maybe early to the middle of October. So yeah, let me know what you're harvesting. What are you preserving? Yeah, just put it all down there. Put all that information down there in the comments. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.